Yeah, I mean, first off, I just want to thank God, man.
Astra boy.
It's my hometown. Hey, first.
Yep. All right. Yes, sir, man. Here we are, the Halloween special of Astra Boys. And yes, we also have eaten 48 oysters in one setting. That's right. I bet you can tell what we're dressed as, but let me go ahead and introduce myself to myself. I am KC Waltz, and over here on my left is Joe Hooters, and over here on my right is nobody, because T.I.'s not here. But check this out. Mr. Dan Fonseca. Danny Fonseca is in town.
So obviously we're dressed up as officials. This guy over here is dressed up as a dummy.
Negative on that one. Negative.
Yeah, I mean, he used that last year, too. So, we are dressed up, all the Chiefs haters out there, we are dressed up as NFL umpires, NFL referees that are also Chiefs fans. So,
because we're going to throw the flags for us.
yes.
For us.
Mm-hmm. Keep the wins coming, bro. Keep the wins coming.
That's all we need.
So I guess you can tell, obviously, we're missing a couple of Astra boys. Old T.I. called in sick. He said he had a raspy voice, nothing different from what he had before. But he called us up, or we called him, because we were having some issues trying to get this recording going. Man, he sounded fine.
Yeah. It's tough when your IT guy's not here.
Yeah. I mean,
it's funny because he's T-I-I-T.
Yeah, that's a good one. Tit. So then he calls in. He goes, "Oh, hey, yeah. So what you need to do is push that. Oh, you sound good."
He sounded great.
Did he sound great?
He sounded great.
So, Danny, when you want to talk into the mic, bro.
You cannot hear me?
Put it up in your mouth. I know you know all about that.
Yeah. Okay. What are our lighters?
So yeah, so T.I. is pretending to be sick, and Father Ken once again is MIA, and then Richie
Rich. No show. Like nothing.
JPD, we were asked him if he wanted to come out and about, and then well, he didn't show up either. So finally,
Wait a minute.
we get to do the show with just me and Joe Hooters. Finally, we get to go original. Am I right there, Joe?
Yeah. And this, and Danny Fonseca.
Oh yeah, this guy right here.
You guys gotta stop. No, I'm not the leftovers.
So
yeah, I think you are the leftovers.
What's going to happen, Danny, is we'll do a lot of the talking, and then you can comment, but don't. You can chime in sometimes, but don't do that.
So Danny is almost here every week in the background, doing the lights, doing all the hard work.
No, he's laughing his ass off.
Yeah,
He's over there being super fucking loud, tumbling over furniture and shit. So
yeah. So
I would say no. I'm usually upstairs.
You usually are upstairs.
Okay.
Yes. And Risky Ray is in New York.
You're welcome.
A little vacation in New York. So yeah.
So no bets this time around for Risky Rays?
No. If you're gonna save money, money this week because you're not taking Risky Ray's bets.
Yeah. So put it back in your kids' college fund. Risky Ray is not here. So what do you think, Joseph? You want to go ahead and dive into it, or you want any other kind of intro, or?
No, I think go ahead and hit that Chiefs game against the Chargers.
Okay.
So the first thing I want to hit on is I was at the game. Danny Fonseca was at the game too. We're season ticket holders. So one of the main things that we noticed is why was Travis Kelce so wide open every single time?
So I think what's going on is that, like we talked about at the last episode, this dude is just running out there, and Travis is like, okay, I'm sorry, not Travis, Patrick Mahomes. He's just saying, okay, here's the play, let's go out there and do it. Travis is looking at him like, yeah, I'll do that, but watch for me. So he's just doing backyard football. That's what he's doing. He's doing what we used to do as a kid, like, okay, you're going to go this way, and Danny, you're just going to stay right here.
Right.
Okay, just block. Because nobody's going to be rushing
So-
anyway.
They never asked Danny Fonseca to block.
Yeah, because this dude is probably 150 pounds, soaking wet.
So then they asked Patrick Mahomes, like, okay, why don't they double team him? You know, and he said they are. They actually are. And then I didn't know that Travis.
Not the Chargers.
Travis was mic'd up apparently, and I guess
the Chargers game.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so they heard him
that,
talking, and so they double teamed us. Oh, okay, I'll take two of y'all. And look what happened. It was a distraction, and then I think it was McKinnon. Somebody was wide open off to the side.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I think so.
I just remember being at the game and like it was like Travis because he had like 100 yards in the first half, right? So it was like, man, everybody in the stands were like, why is he so wide open? I'm like, we'll take it, we love it, but like this is probably if he's not the best tight end ever in the NFL history, he's in the discussion, right?
Who would be? Let's do a three. Who would be the other two?
Rob Gronkowski and Tony G.
Okay, I would say Shannon Sharp and Tony G.
So if you look at Rob Gronkowski's
Or
stats,
Mark Bavaro.
Man, he was pretty good at that. I'll tell you what, but
That's that
Gronk,
80s, right?
Gronk's stats were ridiculous, dude. He was on fire when he came to the league. His stats were ridiculous. He was. And you ask Kelsey, I think he's on the New Heights saying that Gronk is the best tight end ever. In his prime. Because he had a lot of injuries and whatnot in his career.
He retired, then he came back, and then his career is pretty short if you think about it.
Yes.
In tight end years.
So no.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they were the same age. You told me that.
They are.
Yeah.
Gronk and Kelsey are the same age, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because
But then Gronk started before Kelsey, right?
Well, see, so Gronk left college his junior year. Kelsey stayed 5 years. So there's 2 years right there. And then Kelsey was injured his rookie year, so he didn't play that. There's 3 years. So, yeah.
Okay, so what did you think about the wide receiving core this time around?
Well, apparently we're down one now. The whole Justin Ross.
All right, you want to just jump into the Justin Ross thing real quick? Okay,
Yeah,
all right, fuck it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, so Justin Ross was recently arrested for domestic violence.
Right down the street.
And,
right down the street from me.
Yeah, right. Same city, Shawnee.
Shawnee, Kansas.
You can't fuck around in Johnson County.
Don't live in Shawnee. Okay.
So he was arrested
Criminals.
for domestic violence and criminal damage. First, it came out with like $25,000. I'm thinking, what the fuck did he ruin?
We're like, he fucked up a car or something.
Is that like an old classic car that is like maybe
It
not
went up?
sure? I don't know, but now then they figured it out.
They changed it to 1,000 to 25,000. That was the.
So
okay.
I'm thinking maybe an Apple iPhone, maybe the Galactic.
It was
when they came out.
I think that was one of the
They
things.
broke a
It
watch.
was an iPhone. They named a few things. I think it was a phone,
Yeah.
whatever.
The new one that came
iPad.
with the moon dust inside or something like that.
And he broke her key fob.
Well, that way she can't go anywhere.
I mean, the key fobs are like $300.
Allegedly.
No, they're more than that.
Allegedly, that is true. Allegedly.
So, okay, so he is on the commissioner's exempt list. So that means he cannot. Well, he's bitten. He's getting paid during this whole time that he's suspended. The Chiefs are just letting the process go through. They know what's going on.
It almost sounds like he will not be back.
He will not be back.
You don't think so?
No, he will not be back. Not only is he going to be serving some time with the commissioner's list, but then he also has to answer to the Lamars, the Hunts, and
The Clarks?
Yeah, the Clarks. So they're going to suspend him again, and then he is done. Not only that, but he had no production on the field. He had that one pass where Patrick Mahomes thrown a fade to him in the end zone, and it looked like he kind of Justin Ross gave up on it, turned around too soon, and it looked like that Patrick Mahomes overthrew him, but he didn't overthrow him.
So it's the old saying, you're not good enough to be an asshole.
You're not good enough to be an asshole.
You're not good enough to be an asshole, man.
So
you're out.
yeah.
You're out, bro.
So reports are done. His grandmother was there. His own grandmother was there as a
Shawnee,
witness.
Kansas?
Yep. She witnessed the whole thing. So
she was there?
She was there. She was a witness.
His grandmother?
Yeah, that's what they said. She's, yeah. His now
not
ex
here.
Man, you guys read some articles. I didn't
Man,
never
I did not know that either.
She's a witness. So
A witness for him.
I want to say everything is like alleged. I want to, blah blah blah. Guilty. I mean, innocent until proven guilty. Bro, reports are made by police officers.
Yeah.
Police officers make the reports because the victims or whoever else tells them, put this down on the report. And
So,
these were made in the report.
So maybe all that stuff, maybe it didn't happen how she said, but something happened, right? Something happened for sure.
Apparently, he dragged her across the room by the hair or whatever, and then busted up all kinds of crap.
Well, here's the deal, though. Like, football players are crazy. They are crazy, and you can't. I mean, I'm not saying what he did was right. By no means, I'm not saying that. Like, football players are crazy. They have the CTE thing. They are a different breed, and I think sometimes they get set off and they just go crazy.
I think he's probably been frustrated that, he wasn't being productive, and then all of a sudden McCole Hardman comes in. So let's go ahead and transition over to McCole Hardman.
Okay.
What do you guys think about that, man?
I like
you
it.
See that little punt return that he did?
I like it.
Oh, good old classic McCole, right?
Danny Foster, was you actually in the stands when he did the punt return?
I was. So then I moved up to, I think at that point I moved up to, because you know where our seats are on 129. Don't try to seek me out.
We're 129 right
Okay.
here. We're 129 forever right here.
You're right. Until they kick me out. But my
Which
sister-in-law,
might be soon.
It's coming.
anyhow, I went up to the top. I think I was section 308 when that happened.
He went way up high. He was scared because it's very the 300 section is very steep.
Oh man, it was a long walk. Long walk. I got my steps in on that one. That was long.
So McCole Hardman, he stepped up. He had apparently, I guess, Steve Tobe, the coach of the special teams, called him out and said, "Bro, you had that other catch. You could have ran your ass off on that. Don't do that again."
Right.
So it got into McCole Hardman's head. He goes, "All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna run this next one."
Right,
and
right.
then he took advantage. And he took off, man. And then I think he was involved in one or two plays.
He had a couple catches, at least one catch. For
Yeah,
sure.
I remember at least one catch.
So I know you wasn't here last week, Waltz, because you was in Chicago.
No.
Or Cheyenne. I don't know where you was at. You was somewhere.
I believe it was
Probably your
Chicago.
birthday.
I believe it was Chicago.
Yeah.
But
Shy.
we were talking about
Chicago.
how actually Risky Ray brought this up, how it was Dante Hill was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, and how we were going to have a big special teams play because it was all the juju was special teams play, right? And he didn't get a touchdown, but
It was a big play.
It was a
So
fourth
you guys
one.
called it.
Yeah. Risky Ray called it.
Risky Ray called it.
Man.
We'll give him props.
He doesn't.
No,
he doesn't
I can't
call
do it. I can't do it. I can't do it, dude.
He doesn't call a lot.
That was a
He
lucky
called that-
guess. Okay, that was a
That
lucky
was
guess.
yeah. I'll go with a lucky guess with Risky Ray.
And we'll go ahead and mention it that Dante Hall was inducted into the Chiefs Hall of Fame. Congratulations to the joystick.
Yeah, that's
Man, they were showing his highlights, and I'm thinking, I remember that. It was so fucking sweet.
He was a human joystick, man. He had some the punt returns with
that one against Denver was the best. Still the best. I think it was still the best
Denver.
ever. Yeah.
I like the one against Baltimore. I remember the one against Baltimore, man. He got like on the 5-yard line.
Well, I guess he had two against Denver, but yeah, the Wayne one they show on ESPN, it's probably making the top 25 ever returns. Yeah. He was a bad dude.
So
He's a bad dude.
finally on this game, it took us, what was it, the sixth game? Game number 6?
That was game number 6. No,
But
we were 5-1. That's game number 7.
okay. So finally took them 7 games to, wait, what? We're 5-1, but it's
Now we're
7
6-1.
games? Okay. All the wide receivers finally stepped up. I had no issues with any wide receivers. Patrick Mahomes, we'll call him Patty Mo. He just,
Really?
Yeah,
Tony had one catch for 13 yards.
yeah, but he distributed it with everyone.
He always do that.
But everybody caught their ball. Everybody did what they were supposed to do.
I'll see what
So
you're saying.
the
So
game
there was no.
It wasn't ugly. The game was won. All the wide receivers finally stepped up.
What you're saying is like there was no bad drops. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Right,
No
okay.
bad
Okay.
routes other than
Yep,
Justin
yep.
Ross.
I'll give you that. There was no bad drops. Because like week 1, there was like 5.
Everybody was dropping, not just
Dropped the ball.
Kadarius Toney.
Let's just drop the ball.
But you don't agree that the wide receiving core did their job this time around? Finally, compared to the rest of the games.
So I think Rice, he continued to take more steps forward. I think Rice is going to be our man, really. MVS, he's
He
always
did
up,
what he did.
he's always up and down. That's him. That's MVS.
And he
He's up
did
and
what he
down.
did. He did a good job. He came and played his role.
But the two people that we thought were going to step up still didn't do too much.
And who's that?
Tony and Sky Moore. Right?
No, I didn't think Sky Moore was going to do anything anymore. I'm done with Sky Moore.
Me too. I'm not saying that for this game. I'm thinking in the beginning of the year. In the beginning of the year, we thought
This is Sky Moore's.
Sky Moore was
In
right.
the beginning, everybody's supposed to be good.
Right. Everybody, you have high hopes, right? You have high hopes for everybody.
But yeah. I mean, did he try to get Tony involved? I mean, did you see much going on with him?
No, he had one catch for 13 yards. He was on my fantasy team.
So
I had to play because all my other guys were on bye.
So they really didn't get him too much involved then.
No. I think Tony's an afterthought almost at this point. Especially since we traded for Hardman.
Yeah. And by the way, that was a great trade because Michael Hardman doesn't hurt us, and he's getting paid less than $1 million. So
I love Hardman being back.
Well,
I do too.
At first, I was like, well, we got a bunch of McCall Hardmans. Really, we got a bunch of McCall Hardmans that did the same thing.
But now we have the
Not
original.
everybody.
We have the original.
But we have the original McCall Hardman, so he's still called the Jet for a reason, and he is. And he knows the system. He knows Patrick. Patrick knows him. He knows where to get open. If all else fails and you turn around and Pat is just running his ass off, you need to hurry up and get open. Which these other wide receivers that are struggling, they just kind of give up on their own.
So that's always a thing, like in training camp. Like Mahomes for rookies, he yells at him like, "Hey, why'd you stop your route? Keep running. I can throw the ball anywhere, at any time. I don't care if I'm on the 20, you're on the other 20. I'll get it to you. I don't care. Just don't stop running your route because I will find you."
What does Patrick Mahomes always tells everybody? All of his wide receivers and tight ends. Keep running.
Right.
Don't stop. Keep running. If you think I'm not throwing it to you, because if I was a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, and the ball's being distributed everywhere, it's almost like you have to run your route all the time to perfection and look to see if he's struggling because you never know if that's going to be your time. Because he's going to throw the ball to you eventually because he throws the ball to everyone.
So if I was a wide receiver on the Kansas City Chiefs, drinks would be on me tonight.
I was going to go that route. Okay, I was going to run my route to the bar.
We have the best routes to the bar. We have the best routes to the bar. Shit.
I'd have been at the social. Okay?
Oh, man, right there, right down the street.
So another thing we took out of the game. Oh, hey, how about?
I think I know where you're going, but it's a big one. It's a big one.
Well, I had two of them in mind, but Omenihu.
Oh, that's not the one, but yes.
His debut, man. He had 4 pressures, 2 sacks, and 1 batted pass. And since he came back, they were double teaming, sometimes triple teaming Chris Jones.
Right. So, last week we talked about how Frank Clark. Should we sign Frank Clark or not? I think that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks, yeah, it was.
Yeah. So last week I was like, you know what? I don't think there's room for him because what's his name?
Omenihu?
Yes, he's coming back. I was like, there's no room for him no more. I forgot all about him. And he came back, and he came back with a fury. He
looked like he was in great shape. He was running all over the place. It looked like he is what he's supposed to be in his role.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
stepped up. You know, I would have given him a pass if he was just kind of like, whatever. But you know, let's get another 2 or 3 games under his belt. But no, he came out to freaking play. He was excited.
He was probably like mad. He gonna play the first 6 games. So he was ready to play, man.
Yeah.
And then Frank Clark went and signed with Seattle.
Well, that was my quicks, but sure, you can bring that up, I guess.
Well, I mean, I brought Frank Clark up, and I love Frank Clark because he had the best interviews ever, right? He just talks shit, and
he backed it up.
He did in the playoffs. He'd always back it up. He did.
I did not want him to come back.
Good luck to you, Frank Clark.
I did not want him to come back.
Okay, we'll let Denny have an actual full statement. Why would you not? Why would you not?
Yeah, bro,
Because he didn't even
get closer to me.
Motherfucker. Because he was always, when he went to Denver, didn't play. What was that? 1 sack?
He did not play much.
2 rushes. I mean, he had nothing. Garbage.
Right. So I did hear that Seattle gave him more money and he's gonna have a bigger role because Seattle, I don't think they're too good. But
Yeah, you could have a bigger role when you're on a doo-doo team.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. He's gonna come here and just be more of a mentor to. I don't know. Did FAU even get on the field? Was the last game?
Man, I'm telling you, every time we have a show, I'm telling you, I forget about him. So, no.
I don't think so.
Maybe he did. I wasn't even paying attention because he
You guys-
did nothing.
Do you rewatch the games, or do you go back and edit the games or anything like that?
Games?
Yeah. Or the game.
The game?
It's tough for me. I can't see anyhow, but I'm like, who was that? Somebody gets the sack. I have to wait till it comes on the
Yes.
jumbotron.
So when you're at the game,
Yeah.
it's a totally different experience, man. When I have been at the game and then come back and watch it again, I'm like, what the fuck is all this? I don't remember any of this. I mean, maybe that's because I'm boozing or having a good time in the stands. But it's in two different things. You watch the game on TV, you watch the game at the stadium. Two different.
You know, why I got a chance. You know, if any of your fans out there got any pool that can get me on the jumbotron, I'm in row 129. Section 129, row 4, seat 7. Put me on there.
You give us
So-
way too much credit. How many people watch us or something?
So, but don't worry about row 4. Come back more to like row 21. 'Cause that's where it really happens at. Row 21 is where it happens.
All right, so suffered a tragic, horrible injury. Mr. Nick Bolton out 2 months for a dislocated wrist. I heard dislocated. I'm thinking, oh, that's not a big deal.
I didn't
Put it
think
back.
so when I
Put it back. Put a band on it.
Yeah. So I did see that happen, and I'm like, man, what? It looked like he grabbed his arm or whatever. But then he ran to the sidelines and fell down over there. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
He didn't even make it far enough for us to save a timeout. That's how painful it was.
I thought it was like something more serious. Like, why did he fall down right there? If it's just his wrist, he could have ran all the way off the field, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, your legs are still working. It's just your wrist. Keep running, bro.
Yeah. But that hurt. But man, we are our defense is so solid that like Drew
Tranquil.
Yeah. Man, dude, we have the best backup ever.
Tranquility is going to run all over you.
Oh my god, dude. It sucks that Nick Bolton's out, but we have a great
Dude,
backup.
he led all Chiefs of tackles, man. We're gonna miss that. Hopefully, he has a successful surgery.
Yeah.
He gets it bandaged up and ready for the playoffs.
But
So it's,
Sprinkle and
is
Bolton,
that 8 weeks?
not Bolton, Willie Gay and Schnall. And
We're still stacked.
dude, I think our defense is like super stacked, man. Every position.
I think it's been better than, it's the best in, I don't want to say the best ever, but in the past few years.
The best in the last 20 years.
I mean, I can't go that far, but I mean, in the Patrick Mahomes era.
Right, for sure. So, like, they just said that we're the top 5 in offense, defense, and special teams. And that hasn't happened in forever. But, like, the last 5 teams that have done that has won the Super Bowl.
So I want to talk about a little bit about the game as far as the officiating goes.
Yes, because we're ready. We're ready to take over, baby.
Let's keep up with the theme here.
Right. Go ahead.
Dude, it's like it's not just the Chiefs games. I've seen other games because I have the what is it? The end zone,
The red zone?
Red zone.
channel, and it's just constant, consistent. The only thing they're consistent with are bad calls. I don't see how many are there out there? Like 5? You got 2 side, 7. And I sometimes I give them credit. They do come together and like, nope, there's no foul on play. Okay, great. But Blake Bell, when Noah Gray, when he dropped that ball, was it him or was it Blake Bell?
It
fumble.
was Blake Bell.
Yes, Blake Bell. Right.
We could have swore it was going to be an incomplete pass.
Right.
They even reviewed that one.
Right. They've reviewed it, and I'm like, what are they looking at?
It was an incomplete pass, right?
Yes. Yeah. But they counted it as a catch. He
And a
made a
fumble.
football move. It was a fumble.
Did he make a football move?
But that's what they said.
So you saw it at home. So you got to see like fucking 15 different
Yeah.
views, right?
I saw it at home.
Okay.
So did he make a football move?
Yeah, no. It was no. When he
You
caught
have
it,
you have the stripes on, and you say no football move.
no football move. Because when he caught it, he turns around and he still doesn't even have
Because
it.
he's kind of bubbling it, right?
Yeah,
he's bobbling it.
it's bobbling in his chest. He turns around, and then finally, when it looks like he probably has a grasp to it, that's when he gets popped, and he falls down. And then when he falls down, doesn't it look like he's still falling?
Hey, just what I wanted to see. Can we have a Bud Light, please?
I love you.
I really have people in the background.
Our server is here, so we're gonna make orders.
Top
Put orders
notch.
in. She all right. She all right.
Phenomenal.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk up.
So let me ask you this though. So you're watching the game at home. We got an 80-inch over there, 75-inch, 70-inch.
72.
He has a pretty good. He has a good size TV.
Nice. I'm gonna get there one day.
Thank you for that question. If you want to comment or subscribe, look underneath and ask me how many inches I do have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna measure.
You'll measure it. Yeah. You'll make sure.
You go from one corner to the other.
That's right. That's right. Hey, and if it's not as big as you want it, shake it a little bit.
But it's a TV. What would it matter if I shifted the TV?
You're right. You're right. My bad.
Okay. All right. So the upcoming game. So it's the Kansas City Chiefs against the Denver Broncos at the Mile High Stadium. I am going to say that this is not going to be an exciting game.
No.
I am going to watch it because I have fantasy players only on the Chiefs, not on that sorry ass fucking Denver Broncos. So it's almost sad that you want to sit here and think, okay, any given Sunday, out of all the games we played so far, I always thought, okay, well, there's possible. I mean, here's this quarterback, here's this wide receiver, somebody can blow up. But can you sit there and tell me, honestly, how, if the Denver Broncos can actually pull a game together and beat the Kansas City Chiefs in their own field?
So here is the only way: turnovers, bad penalties.
If we gave like 10 turnovers,
But
maybe.
but here's my thing, because we've been in the last 15 games, right? 15 in a row.
Yep.
So man, it's like, I believe in the law of averages. So we're due to lose.
I'm with you.
We're due for a loss. I mean, we have to do all kinds of stupid shit. Kind of like how we lost against
So
Detroit.
you want to base it on superstition?
Yes.
No, tell me what. Tell me two
I think
players
they might
that
struggle
would
because
blow
it's
up,
supposed to snow.
or their defense or something. Don't forget that defense was laid up on 70 points by the Miami Dolphins, and then another 32 points by another.
So
right after that.
here's the scenario that I'll give you. So Travis Kelce gets hurt.
I just need a devil's advocate. I need somebody to say, okay, let me go ahead and play this game.
No, I'm going to tell you.
All
So Travis Kelce gets hurt because he's had a little injuries this year, right? He's had some injuries. So he's he's out the game, and then after that, who's going to be our main target? Then shit starts falling apart a little bit for us on offense. Maybe Russell Wilson has a good game. He does that every once in a while. These are extreme situations. Extreme.
Okay.
But,
all right. I asked, and you're trying.
I'm gonna say your devil's advocate is booty, dude.
We're such ass, dude.
They're horrible.
And I love it. I love it.
I think as you talked earlier, you said, "Hey, Pat, whoever we're talking about, run this route." Patrick Mahomes says, "Hey, man, just run. I'll get the ball there. I'll get you." So I think that he'll do that. Hey, just run.
Do you think this would be the game that we're finally going to see a behind the back pass?
Oh my god! So someone said that on 810 because they were like, Mahomes always had something great against it. He had the left-handed pass against Denver.
I heard the same thing.
Yeah.
I heard the same
He
thing.
had all these different
but
things.
anything happens in Denver.
No, it's supposed to snow.
It is
Okay.
See? So
He
you know
is
what?
not.
Yeah, he's not gonna do
He's
that.
holding the ball. He ain't doing. He ain't trying to be Magic
You
Johnson.
don't give a rat.
I mean,
if it's wet.
Danny is not saying much over here, but he made a good point there. It's going to snow. He's probably going to do it this game.
Patrick Mahomes, I've always said he'd rather play in snow than rain because in snow
He's a snow guy.
sticks.
He says it. He's a
It
snow guy.
sticks. At least rain is slick, But in snow, everything sticks.
I can't wait until he throws me 100 back passes somebody.
Somebody already beat him to it.
Who?
There was this past weekend. I thought there was a who in the fuck was it? They were pretending to, and I always had that play in my head.
No, Tua. He passed. He just tossed it.
And he tossed it. It was a behind. Yeah.
No. That was a little. He did do a little behind that
So
toss.
I didn't see that.
This is the play that I wanted Patrick to do forever.
And it was
where he would
smooth.
extend out with no ball, and then McCole Harmon's running behind him, and then he behind his back tosses.
He
it
did
to
a little
him.
toss like that. But
And
I'm
then
talking about a
McCole
full
takes
throw,
over.
like a full throw. Like,
Oh, one of these, like he's running and throws that way. All right, okay, all right. Well, what's the over under?
Once Demi said it's gonna snow, I was like, I don't think.
Bam. Talk
That's not gonna
slow.
happen this game.
Talk slow and say Danny's right.
I think they're going to be pretty vanilla. I think they're going to win.
Oh yeah, that'd be vanilla as fuck.
Well, let's see. How vanilla would it be? I'm going to say.
I'm gonna say Denver sucks. What's the line? Is every other line?
Touchdowns.
9 is it 9? No, that's the key.
Couple of field
I
goals.
think we're like 7.
So I'll say, I don't know, 30 to 10.
You'll think 30. I'm thinking
Okay.
27. Denver usually plays closer. I'm thinking 27-13.
I'm gonna say 2 touchdowns.
Ooh, that's a 14.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you once.
The 14 points.
And now, granted, historically, the Chiefs don't really blow people out, but
Not this year.
I think so. 2 touchdowns. I'm gonna go 2 touchdowns. I'm on video. You know, I got the worst headset in the world. Probably the best microphone.
It's 7.5 is the point spread.
Okay.
Okay, double that up.
I think we can cover that.
Double that up.
Oh, you heard it here. Forget about Risky Ray. You heard Waltz's wishes.
So Survivor League, we have restarted Survivor League.
Yeah.
That's
Danny, get your
Danny.
thing. Come on, man, stop being a bitch. Get your fucking pick in.
Did you
You
haven't done it yet?
Get in, dude.
Who's your pick?
He's not even in yet. Get in.
Am I the only one that hasn't paid yet?
Yeah,
Because I was the first one out.
Oh, have I paid?
I don't know if you paid, but this goes.
But I paid. I have not paid. I did.
Oh,
damn
my
it.
gosh.
I gotta. Damn it. Yeah, I gotta do that.
You get your pick in, bro.
Who are you gonna pick anyways?
He hasn't even looked.
Mine's on Monday night.
Oh, you a Monday nighter?
Mm.
So
Everybody's gonna go with the Chiefs. So it's like, hey, what did they fucking do?
you think the Chiefs-
Okay, so the rules are that you can't see everybody's pick.
Not
we
yet.
cannot. We cannot
Until it starts.
until it starts.
Okay, then I can't tell you who I'm going to pick.
No
Yeah,
one's
you
go-
can.
no one's going to see this shit until fucking probably like 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh,
I
fuck.
can't do it.
Why are you
man.
even on my show?
Because I am freaking. I was the first one out. I was the first one out.
It was great. So let me
It was not great.
Here goes.
So you have nothing to lose. Just say it.
You gonna
Yes,
come
I'm gonna lose the same $20.
No, you gonna come back and win this time, bro.
Oh, I'm fucking win it. Now you make me mad because I
You'll
don't want
win
to do
it.
it. I don't want to do it
You'll
anyhow.
win it.
Oh, I'm gonna freaking win it.
So who do you got, Waltz?
The Lions over the Raiders.
Man, that was my second pick. Now, and I truly thought about changing it
Where's
to
the game
that
at?
one.
Where's the game at?
It's a good question. Is it on
No,
our
no.
phones?
I don't get mad because even if you're in Vegas, it's still gonna be a Detroit.
It's still
game.
no matter what
That's-
teams in
that's,
Vegas, it's gonna be a home.
Vegas
the
never
Chiefs.
Vegas
I agree.
never has a home crowd really.
That stadium is called Arrowhead's Gaming and Casino.
Arrowhead West.
Arrowhead West is Denver.
West.
That was called Arrowhead Gaming and Casino
Hey,
and Resort.
No, and San Diego is West.
No, San Diego is the Arrowhead's practice field.
There you go.
And then what's the other one? So Denver is the Arrowhead West, and then there's who's the other idiots?
The Raiders.
Is that it? Okay, just those three. Okay.
So I'm taking Minnesota over the Packers because Minnesota they seem that they're trying to come back up. The Packers.
Yeah, it looks like
suck
they're
ass.
kind of starting to click a little bit.
Yeah, the Packers is.
The Packers lost against the backup
I
quarterback. of the
guarantee I will
Raiders,
not.
man.
That's the teams I
Against
lost
the
on.
Raiders.
I guarantee I will not pick either one of those teams. I guarantee wholeheartedly.
But you picked the Bears over the Packers week 1, dummy.
Well, whatever. I don't like any of all three of them. And yeah, Chicago's booty too.
Okay. Anything else on the Chiefs? Ready to move on?
What did I else have on the Chiefs? Nope.
I think, well, since I'm on the show, I need to say two things about a couple of Tonys, okay? First of all, Tony Hanna, okay? Change your number. All right? He ain't shit.
I don't think you've seen that. Did you not watch last week, right?
No.
Yeah. Anyhow, watch a clip. You've been replaced. You ain't shit. All right? And number two, when we were talking about the, obviously, first time here, but we're talking about tight ends.
First time
Tight ends. You guys are saying ABC. Nobody mentioned Tony Gonzalez as the best tight end.
I did. That was one of my three.
We just said it. We both said it together.
Okay, my hearing sucks because I have these horrible headphones.
And you have one ear, not on one.
Because it's echoing.
Don't blame. Don't blame. We literally said, I said Shannon Sharp, Tony Gonzalez, and Travis Kelce. He said Tony G, Travis Kelce, and Gronk.
So last week, in our group text about the Survivor League, Danny's always complaining, "Get me out of here! I want to be out of here!
Yeah.
I want to be out."
The group texts are horrible. Am I right? Get me the fuck out of there too, bro.
Preach.
So Tony last week told him, was like, "Danny Fonseca, the only way you're gonna get out of that group text is change your number."
That's why.
So put me on the short clips. Okay?
I bet it.
Tony Hanna, you've been
I'll put it on
replaced.
the Facebook. I bet it clip and I'll put it on the Facebook page. Check it out, dude. Check it out. It's
Change your
hilarious.
motherfucking number.
It's hilarious. Change your motherfucking number.
All right. Okay, we're ready to transition to UFC. No, we're not. No. All right, let's get
Bare
that
knuckle
one.
fighting? Yeah,
Oh,
we're going to that.
man, bare knuckle fighting.
Oh.
I don't know any of the people, but they fucking
Please.
they fucking throw down.
We're done with that one. All right. Well, how about the
Wait,
World Series that just started today?
Okay, I'm in on that.
man? The Rangers versus the motherfucking D-Bucks.
So I want to say that the MLB did not want these two teams. They wanted Houston
Well, fuck
versus
no,
the
they
Phillies.
didn't.
They wanted Houston versus Phillies, right? That's what they wanted.
Oh yeah.
So the two underdogs won.
I'm sorry, that's the only baseball.
Let's go Royals. So but saying that, so the Arizona Diamondbacks, that is the framework that we need to get to the playoffs. The Royals, because their payroll is only like $15 million more than us beginning of the season.
Oh my gosh, she made it. Without.
Your stuff.
Yeah, she's a bad server, but she got my shit.
Did you brew it yourself? You got your own distillery? Yeah, it took forever.
Just starting up.
Sorry,
I
I
just
just said
said
something else.
Just said no.
Did you have luck in here?
Please.
But no, the Diamondbacks is how the Royals can get there. How the Diamondbacks did it, the Royals can do that the same way.
So who do you think was first? You think the Diamondbacks, because when the Royals did it, they had the farm system all the way up. But do you think the Diamondbacks were first or the Royals were first on how their farm system was?
So obviously the Royals were first. It was 2015. The Diamondbacks did a lot of tradings and stuff that worked out in their favor.
Okay.
Like, they made moves that fucking happened for them. The Rangers was another small market team, They kind of did the same thing, but then they fucking went out and fucking bought 3 players. They spent like $800 million on 3 players. So that's how they're there. I mean, they made moves, and it worked out for them.
So I'm thinking with the Royals this offseason, this new owner, he's a little tight. We have to start spending a little bit of money.
I mean, it's tight because we suck. I guarantee if we're in a playoff run, I think he'd be like, let's do it.
Well, we could never get into a playoff run unless we actually spend a little bit of money. You spend money to make money. So a lot of our players that came out of our farm, they're looking pretty good. But we need 1 or 2 of those veterans, and we need a couple of pitchers.
We definitely need pitchers.
Everybody needs pitchers.
So we have Bobby Witt. He's the foundation, right? That dude fucking balled out this year.
Bad dude.
So we need to make some trades. Maybe trade some farm people and get a couple of veterans, like you said, in there. I don't know. We're the worst team, or the A ended up being the worst team.
I think we were the worst team.
If not, we're the second worst, and it doesn't even matter.
Did we break the record again?
We did not.
I think we tied the worst. We did not break the MLB record. I think we tied our own worst record. I think.
All right, so I wanted to bring up our intro, how we mentioned the whole 48 oysters. So remember that one time, Joseph, that
I thought it was fun.
I meant to ask you about that.
Yeah, so you and I went to what was
Jazz.
The Jazz, when they had the 75-cent oysters.
Delicious.
50 cents back then.
50 cents back then.
Delicious.
And then it went up to 75 cents, and now it's just ridiculous. So we sat there and we had a competition. I ended up with, 42?
So here's the story. I don't know where you get 48.
And
So
then
here's
he
the-
said,
I got
to
it.
begin with, now it's
All right,
48.
No, I got
Let me get to the 48. Let me tell you the story that's going around, that's going viral. Okay. So
before my story?
yes, because
Okay.
you said I don't know where you got the 48 from.
Okay.
This is where I got the 48 oysters from. So apparently there's a couple that went out on a date. All right. So the chick ordered a dozen oysters. Then she ordered another dozen oysters. And then she ordered a third dozen oysters.
Okay.
And then a fourth dozen oysters came
This
out.
dude was so ugly.
That's
This dude was so ugly. She had to order that.
This dude, as soon as he saw the fourth order come out, he said, "Excuse me." He went to the restroom and burned the fuck out.
Smooth.
He burned
go
the
with it.
fuck
Go
out.
with it.
I ain't paying for this shit.
I mean,
Nope.
48 fucking oysters on your first date. It's like, where do you start, like, getting
what
a
you
little
guys are
bit
talking
rude,
about?
man? You know, you start digging each
Isn't that
other,
bacon?
you know, talking whatever. But 4 fucking platters of oysters.
She was hungry.
So no, she was hungry. It was her. Oh yeah,
I know.
So you know the story.
Yes.
All right, so it went viral, and everybody's questioning, like, should he have left? Like, fuck yeah, shit, man. Or fucking, put some rules on that son of a bitch. Look, I'm not cheap, but gosh dang, man, you went on the first motherfucking date. I just want to get to know you. I'm not trying to feed you for the next few days.
Right.
So that's 48 fucking oysters. That's
So
before
I
he
do-
left. Who knows what would have happened if he would have stuck around?
So I know back in the day we had the competition.
Yes, we did.
I got the 38 oysters, and I ran out of money. That's the only reason.
That was the
That's
catch
the only
case.
reason why he
I
would
hear
have
you.
up with me.
I hear you.
I
Catch
ended
days.
up with 42 oysters.
Cause he's like, cause I didn't beat. I was like,
They were 50 cents each, bro.
but no,
Broke
so
ass.
I was like,
Now, did you put anything on it? Did you eat with crackers or anything?
Oh, no, yeah, we dressed it up.
Yeah.
We dressed it up with all the hot sauce, the cocktail.
But I just remember, like, I was like,
You wanted to keep going. I remember
I
that.
know,
You
I
wanted to
did.
keep going and try to beat me and shit.
I could have.
Had I been
Physically,
there,
I could have, but I was like, I'm not spending no
I'd have
more.
spotted
Okay.
you. I'd have spotted you.
Okay,
I'd have given you
physically,
one.
you could have. But what happened 2 days later?
I got sick as fuck.
You threw up, didn't you?
Oh,
I was sick.
You
man.
fucking
I was
threw up
sick.
and got
I wouldn't
sick.
spot you. I'll never spot you again.
And I remember you telling me, I was like, what the fuck? That
You're
was 2 days
embarrassing.
later. That wasn't that night? No. That wasn't the next morning? No. 2 days later, you get sick? What kind of shit is that?
And this shit was like 20 years ago.
Whatever.
And it's funny that we can say that. It's funny that we can say that.
No,
Shit
it's
was-
not funny.
That we
But
can
you
say
ain't
shit was 20 years ago. And we're like, oh, it was like.
Yeah, bitch. Bitch.
Okay, Casey Waltz, tell him what's up, dude. Tell what's up.
Bitch, by the way, I turned the golden years out. 48.
Yes. I know you didn't watch.
Past
You
Friday.
didn't watch the last episode, but we wished you a happy birthday, dummy.
Thank you. And thank you for showing up on my birthday night out on Saturday night. All you guys showed up, and it was a great time. This guy right here, you crazy, man. You were like, no, your money's no good here. You paid for everything. And T.I. was like, no, man, let me get one of those tabs. And you guys were fighting over me. I was like, I love
So
this.
what I think what happened
love
is
this.
my phone died, and I got.
We went to a speakeasy.
Oh, apparently you guys were out at another place.
We
Where were you
was-
at for my birthday?
The
Speakeasy.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But
So,
you
no,
weren't the
I'm
only
here.
one. So
I woke up.
48 is not a big year.
Fucking ignored me. No, actually, he didn't ignore me. He asked all kinds of questions, and once again, I got
You got kinned?
I got
kinned?
He goes, "Hey, man!" As soon as he said,
That's harsh.
I got to take everybody home that night. I got." As soon as he said that, I'm thinking that's already an excuse ahead of time that you are not going out tonight. Ti never said shit. Richard never said shit. Just plain dick. Yeah, all
I
right.
think my phone died and was already out. And I was
But you know what?
trash.
Fuck it, because I had a great time anyways. I hit up 3 places and
What 3 places you hit up?
drink for free. I went to Danny's first. I didn't drink for free there, but whatever. I was waiting for my boys and nobody showed up. Then I went to J Dub, and I was like, okay, all right, yeah,
Johnny's West.
yeah,
Johnny's
Johnny's
West.
on Leavenworth
Yep,
Road.
yep.
Then I hightailed it over there to my stomping ground, the Quaff, where they treat.
Now, first off, the second place was by your house. You should have stayed home.
Go to the Quaff, bro.
But the Quaff, I'm gonna give it to you. That is.
I love the Quaff.
DJ E, yeah, man, he was
The Quaff is-
spinning the tunes and in Spanish and English, and then
At the
they
Quaff?
treated me well. Oh yeah, they gave me a little stack of chips to drink, and man, I felt like VIP there. That's how they.
Oh man, I've been there in years.
Do our viewers know what being kinned means?
I do not know what
You know what being kinned means?
being no show, don't show
No,
up,
no.
don't.
So
Kinda.
he'll ask you a bunch of questions like, hey,
Oh yeah, I got it.
we're
Yeah.
trying to do this. He'll ask you a bunch of questions.
Who's gonna be there?
All the questions. All the questions. And like, okay, what time you showing up? Oh, I'm not going. Why'd you just ask me 15 questions, bro?
So
What are you doing?
So Kim would ask questions.
I'm throwing
like,
a flag at Kim.
where?
Oh!
What an idiot.
I think that was funny. That one was.
So fuck him would have a tendency to ask questions like, oh, okay, well, what time? Oh, okay, well, I may be able to kick it. So where are you going? Oh, okay, well, so what temperature? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
yes.
temperature,
Questions, man.
temperature. Okay, so like, is that all of us or is it okay? So
So
he'll
hold on.
ask all kinds of questions, and then after like the third question, I'm like, he's not coming. And then he never shows up. I'm like, bro, where you at? Oh no, I never said I was going.
Right.
But
He's just curious. He's just curious.
So
curiosity.
what's worse, being kinned or being scotted?
So Scotty,
Do you know what being scotted is?
No, he
No.
doesn't know what.
Okay,
Nobody
okay.
out there knows what being scattered is. So we have another friend that owns the Smoke Down Barbecue. You like barbecue?
Oh no, I've never
Go
met
down
him.
to
I've never
Smoke
met him
Down
before.
Barbecue. What's the address, Joseph?
7702 Shawnee Mission Parkway.
So Scott,
Where's that at? I mean, I know
Yeah,
it's
Justin has always been our friend for.
but where's
years.
that on Shawnee Mission Parkway?
Shawnee Mission Parkway.
Just
7702.
just west of Metcalf and Shawnee Mission Parkway.
Go ahead.
No, just east.
Just west.
Sorry, yeah. On Shawnee Mission Parkway, just east of I-35.
I'm with you. I know where it's at.
It's east of Metcalf. It's west of Metcalf.
I'm with you. I got it.
So Scott, on the other hand, he's like, hey, man, that sounds great. Okay, cool. All right, where you guys going? Okay, yeah, man. All right, yeah, I'll pay for everything. Yeah, hey, your money's no good here. Hey, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Oh, heck yeah, I'm about to, put the kids to sleep, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm like, great. So I show up there all excited and shit. He makes you go to the venue first. You're like, bro,
He picks the spot.
where you at? I'm here. Where you at? I'm all excited and shit. And then he's like, I never said I was going. I'm sleepy. So that's being Scotted. So there's a difference between being Scotted and being Ken. Ken asks a lot of questions, but he doesn't make you go. Scott's like, fuck that. I'm gonna make you go. I'm gonna make you hang out there, and I'm gonna dish you. That's even worse.
That's like us when we were younger. You got Dom D.
Mm.
Hey, I got you. Hey, Dom, I ain't got no money. No, I got you. And then the tab comes. Yeah, split 2 ways. I told you I didn't have any money. $0 and 0 cents.
$0.00. All right, so the Rangers and the D-backs. Who do you got to win it all?
I want the Rangers.
Yeah? Yeah, okay. So we're watching the first game right now, and I believe it's in the 6th inning, and the D-backs are up by 1.
I haven't looked at the TV in a minute, but yeah. I know they were up 2, then it was 4-2 to the Diamondbacks, and I lost after that.
Okay.
I've been looking because it's my first time, and these lights are bright.
That's how it works in the studio.
I know. I've
Don't get scared.
First time.
Don't
First
get
time for me.
scared.
First time for me.
Okay, so I don't have many other notes other than a bunch of really quicks. So we're gonna wait on Joseph Hoopman to show up here, and we'll see what kind of notes he has. Do you have anything else there?
That's it. That's all I have. I had
Have you enjoyed yourself?
I have. You know, if I can say Tony Anna kiss my ass one more time, that'd be awesome.
You have.
You know.
You have. All right, Joseph. So I have a bunch of real quicks. I'm pretty much done on my notes. What about you? You have anything else you want to cover?
Oh no. So is Sporting Kansas City on your real quicks?
Yes.
I mean, should we? I think we should talk about it a little bit more than a real quick.
Sporting KC.
I would like to, but I would like to go to a Sporting KC game.
Okay.
If anybody wants to go.
Cool. So Sporting KC made the playoffs.
So hold on. So that they were calling
Wild card.
They were calling it a wild card, but was it really just a playing game? It was a playing game to go play the number 1 seed. That's how I kind of took it.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's a wild card.
Okay. I mean.
So when you win the wild card, you got to play the number 1.
But so they went 0-0 and then they won in the penalty kicks.
In the penalty case, it was exciting, and I think the penalty kick ended up being what?
4-2.
4-2.
4-2. Yes. 4-2.
And then we moved on. Now we're going to be playing against. By the way,
St. Louis?
Sporting KC. Remember when we talked about this many shows ago when they first started their
They
season?
sucked?
They sucked. They were 0-7-3. So they were like literally.
You guys are leaving?
They
There's a
lost
haunted car wash.
all of their games. All of their first 10 games. And
So they were saying that they were probably the hottest team in the second half of the season.
So what happened was, so they interviewed the manager. So he says, "Well, we finally got all of our pieces back. We finally got all of our players back.
Okay.
Bye. Have a good night." So
Victoria Alexis, they're
that's
leaving.
what the difference was. They finally got their players back. We're talking about Pulido. We're talking about like other players that were like injured, and they all came back, and then they started clicking. Then they started winning. Little by little, they started crawling their way back, just scratching and crawling out of that dumpster fire. And then they beat San Jose. Now they're going to be facing St. Louis on Sunday.
Who St. Louis is the number 1 seed. And here's the thing with MLS. Yeah, they changed their playoff platform every year.
How do you? I've been with you for years. When did you become knowledgeable about soccer?
I'm knowledgeable about all sports. This is Joe Hooters. I have my own show. I know stuff.
Go ahead. I believe you.
So this year, I'll explain the whole thing. So now they play 1 game here or 1 game there. 1 game. It's the best out of 3. So everybody gets a home game. So that before it was just 2 games. So the home team got the first game, and it was like, is that really an advantage? Because then you have to go for the second game. So they want to give the home team a real advantage. So they get the first game and the third game, if needed, right?
And apparently, correct me if I'm wrong, now that they're playing against St. Louis, that's a 3-game series?
Yeah, that's just what I said. I just explained that whole thing.
Okay, because I wasn't listening to you because I was coughing and choking.
I'm impressed with you two. Because it's the uniform is not a costume,
Correct me
it's
if I'm wrong,
reality.
but we are
Got a real-
talking
I
about
got a-
KC Sporting?
I got a real patch right here.
All right, sorry about that, Joseph. I was coughing in my ears. I couldn't hear anymore. All right, yeah, man. So, hey, good luck to y'all on Sunday. Yeah. We'll be watching. Finally, it's going to be on Fox Sports. These fuckers try to put it on the Apple TV. Like, great, I have that. Sure, I have that subscription.
Yeah.
Then they're like, no, man. You got to log in to Apple TV. And then guess what? You like MLS? Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll watch it sometime. Well, you have to pay extra for that shit. Okay.
You don't have the full package? You don't have the full
Okay,
package?
Come
I'm
on,
gonna choose
player. Come on.
It's like
come on, come on.
$18 if you want to watch one fucking game. Oh, well, get the fuck out of here. I'm going to wait. But
That's what
now,
I said.
this Sunday, watch them is going to be on Fox Sports 1 friendly. Yeah, I think everybody has that. Or everybody that has cable, basic cable. All right. So,
The real quicks?
are we ready for the real quicks?
Go for it, buddy. You think you have
I'm so excited. I'm
I know
so
what they are,
excited.
but go ahead. Hit 'em.
Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Real quick, the KC current stadium name has been revealed. It is called the CPKC. In other words, Canadian Pacific Kansas City. It's going to seat 11,500 heads. And the head coach, by the way, is none other than Vlatko Andonovsky. And then Andonovsky. So he is the former United States women's soccer team's coach, manager.
Okay.
Yes, the former one. So if you can imagine what, man, they went
I
straight
thought this
to
was a real quick.
Well, yeah, it is.
Okay.
Let me finish it.
Okay.
It used to be real quick until you interrupted. So
I thought it was about to slow myself.
I mean, they're off on a great start already with that coach. You got one, Kent? Or what's your name, Joe?
Yes. Real quick, the NBA season has started, and the Joker started with a triple-double. Just like because he's an MVP.
Real quick to finish up on that one. Dame time. Damian Lillard.
I don't know how we skipped over real quick from one
Real
to
quick.
He's now with the Bucks. Let me finish there.
You're killing me.
He scored 39 points, and I think he
Hit the game winner.
hit the game winner against the 76ers. 76ers don't look like punks neither. So, yeah. You got it real quick?
Yes, real quick. I had a great time.
There you go. He had a great time. You already real quick.
That's real quick.
That was real quick.
You got one?
Yeah. Real quick, the LA Lakers said they're going to have a minute restriction on LeBron James. But he's the best player on the floor. It sucks with him.
Apparently, he played the whole entire fourth quarter, didn't he?
I don't know, man.
The last time?
He has done real good, but
Real quick. Morgan Freeman is a big Chiefs fan. Did you know that? They asked him about the whole Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing, and he looked at them like, I don't know about them, but I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm Pat Mahomes. And right, Sam's?
stop smoking crack, Sam's.
You smoke crack, don't you, Sam? Yes, sir. All right, you got one?
Yeah, I do. Real quick, I'm over Taylor Swift. Oh, man, I'm over it. I'm over it. 100%.
That's a dumb riff.
I am not. Hey, real quick.
I am not over Taylor Swift.
Real quick.
What?
God bless her. Keep her coming.
Real quick. Danny's real quicks are real quick.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Danny Fonseca's real quicks are dumb.
Oh, yeah. Real quick. Where did Tony Hannah's voice go? I don't know.
In somebody's pocket.
Ooh.
Real quick. Did you know that Kansas City was voted number 10 best city in the world to visit?
No way.
Nope. That's a negative.
I'm going to disagree on that one. No, I need to
I
Google
got
that.
it here, right here in my notes.
I believe it.
I
You wrote it down.
I'll let you real quick.
Yeah.
Either one.
Real quick.
Minneapolis is one of the top 10 cities to visit.
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
dude, their downtown is legit.
Yep.
That's fucking stupid. Are you sure? That's not even a stat. I really literally have a stat that said that it's number 10. Is Minnesota top 10?
Yes.
No.
It's in I personally visited there. It was a good time.
All the walk.
You think Grandview is a good time? Nobody.
Ooh,
No.
Grandview could be a good camp. It could be a good time. But usually not.
I'm going to say.
Any other real quicks?
No, I think we're
I forgot.
I do have one more real quick. This is in honor of Haley Tansey. She's a member of the co-ed softball, not my team, but with the Ballaholics. We play co-ed softball every Sunday during the spring, summertime. Ballaholics is a great team to play against. Good friends on there. Haley Tansey recently passed away. We're going to have a benefit softball team to raise money for her and her family. So, we're going to miss her play out there. So,
absolutely.
yeah. To our boys out there and girls of the Ballaholics,
Always a good time.
We got it.
They're always great people to play against.
Yeah,
Sure.
we got you guys. So, all right, man. So
Hold on. Just one other thing. Do you want to talk about tomorrow real quick? Or no?
Yeah, we could do it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I forgot to mention. So every year, annually, there is a walk.
That means every year, right?
Yeah, there is a walk.
Annually.
It is the Step Up Step Up for Down Syndrome Walk overtime for a Down Syndrome Walk. Every year they hold it at Arrowhead Stadium, and my boy, the athlete. Sugar Bear, my best friend Diego, and all of his family and friends are going to be there. And we're going to show up. It's from 10 to 2 o'clock. And it's good times. It's going to be a little chilly this time around. But yeah, man, it's a great time. It's for all the metro-wide folks that have Down syndrome and their families. We come out, have a good time. DJ's playing. Stephen St. John's out there all the time.
Yes.
God bless him.
He was just talking about it today on 18.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was
I
talking
didn't
about.
hear. Yeah, I
he
didn't
was talking
get
about how
a chance to check it out.
he's the MC for
Yeah.
it or whatever.
He always has a good time when he goes out there.
I mean, I've been doing it several years. It's an amazing time. There's so much going on. If you have small kids, there's all these events,
Rides,
whatever. There's like
jumping houses.
oh man,
a lot of food.
ride the ponies or do this or that. Man, not only there's so much going on. It's such a great event, but it serves as such a great purpose.
It is.
Right.
And it gives you a perspective. And I always tell everybody, if you get an opportunity, bring your kids. Bring your kids so they can see how it is.
And they can learn.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things in the world, like you just have to learn about. Like, hey, this is the situation. You have to learn about these situations. It's awesome. I love it. I love going
being
there.
exposed, to other cool kids out there, that might necessarily have been, born the same way as you folks, but hey, everybody is inclusive. Everybody enjoys himself out there, and it's a great time, man. So,
Well, I think he wants to tell you something like, he loves everything that everybody else does. He just is a little bit slower, right?
yeah. So, so I've always said, Diego loves and doing the same thing that all the other kids do. It just takes him a little bit more practice. So, yeah. But he's a good kid, just like anybody else. But I've always encouraged anybody, hey, you want to join our team? Our team name is Dancing with Diego, and you can always sign up every year at the Kansas or the Down Syndrome Kansas Guild. Now it's called Innovation. So yeah, be looking
And
out
I
for.
can promise you that he can eat the cheeseburgers with anybody.
That boy is a cheeseburger guru.
He loves the cheeseburgers, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got to take him to Minnesota.
Oh,
man.
I don't know if he's ready for the Juicy Lucy though, dude.
You know what? I think when we took him to Chicago, I think we cheated him a cheeseburger. He didn't have a cheeseburger in Chicago.
Oh, man, he got to get the Juicy
We had a
Lucy.
pizza pie. We had a pizza pie. We had a good time. And we had other Mexican foods and mariscos and seafood. But I'm thinking back, I'm like, yeah, we were there for like a good 3 days, and I don't think that bro had a cheeseburger in Chicago. But, he's fine. He's fine.
So no, the Juicy Lucy was delicious, and so they tell you when they bring it out, like, hey, don't bite straight into it.
Small bites.
Oh
Small
yeah,
bites.
you talked about that.
Small bites.
So Al Ramirez, he didn't listen. He bought and the cheese, bam, right up his arm.
All his wife's Chiefs jacket probably cost $150. Gone.
Oh, Al.
All right, well, that was
it.
your boys, the Astra boys. Good luck to the Chiefs. I know you're going to struggle against that powerhouse of Denver.
We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens.
We're going to go to the Down Syndrome Walk, and hopefully it doesn't rain, but we're going to have fun either way. And happy Halloween, everybody. We're dressed up. Good luck on Tuesday. Hopefully it's not too cold for you and all of the kids.
Here we go.
I see you suckers later.
No,
Suckers!
there you go.